Is it us? Are we there? We're here.
I think you are, but hang on, I gotta go live on Instagram.
We're newscasters that are
Live now.
Good morning
Cut Up
from-
and Sew. This is the morning
coming to
cutting
you live
crew.
from Cut Up and Sew in Palm Coast.
In Palm Coast, as opposed to
We're gonna have to start
St.
saying that.
Augustine.
All right, let me
That's
find.
another question I have.
Oh, yes.
Let me find the.
Where will we be next week? Probably right here.
There's some time.
We're not going anywhere.
All right, you're live at all three places. Then you're online. I hear you.
Okay.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday.
Good morning.
Happy Monday. All right, we already got some friends jumping on. Joann, Linda,
Wow.
Chris. Good morning, everybody, and 3 other people.
Wow.
Good morning, Janice. Oh, what a show.
That's right. Are you amazed to see us here? Well, me, I didn't have anything to do with the show other than going.
You went
But-
twice.
Yeah, I did. But these guys spent the whole weekend there, and then Josh spent yesterday unpacking. I'm amazed they're even awake at this point.
Fake it till you make it.
That's right.
She said, "Oh, you're not tired." I'm like, all right. Good morning, Maria, Bonnie, Louise, Cindy,
Chris.
All right, Tris, Linda. How are you, Linda? Did you sleep well? She worked the booth with us. And I got to say, and we'll just kind of chat for a minute while people jump on, that show was packed. It was fantastic. Day
Good.
one was just mind-blowing.
Mhm.
The past 2 years were great for us, so don't get me
Mhm.
wrong, but this blew it out of the water.
Mhm.
Like the attendance, I'm assuming across the board, I'd love to see the numbers,
Yeah.
felt so much greater. And I
Mhm.
kind of figured it would be just because of the pre-sale, the tickets.
Mhm.
But you guys came out, and I hope it seemed like everybody was having a great time.
Yeah.
Every time because they changed the men's room into a second women's room,
That was very helpful.
but I'm outnumbered. So we'd have to go out in the hallway. But every time I'd go out in the hallway, I'd look to see if there was a line of any
Mhm.
angry.
Yeah.
No line.
No
I was
line.
like, this
It's
is
good.
great. 'Cause it was toasty outside. So
Mhm.
I'm glad that it was easy, hopefully, for everybody to get in. And I'm assuming
Mhm.
everyone had an amazing time. The quilts were fantastic. Oh boy, I sure did. Fantastic. Good morning, Becky. Good morning, Sue. Good morning, Diane. A couple new people. I love it. Hey, Mary. Hey, Denise. All right. The crew's here. So what do we talk about first? Where's my sticky note? It says, what a show.
What a show. You know what? Before he starts, because actually today I'm just here as window dressing. Just but
You're
my-
always here just to make me look good. What are you talking about?
my favorite part of the show, this is crazy, are these puzzle
The
pieces.
puzzles.
And I hope that next year they do more because it was just so fun. And the puzzle, if you didn't get any, if you went on Saturday or Friday or Saturday and get them, these puzzle pieces were cut by one of the ruler makers. And they are all the plastic that's the width of it's made out of ruler
Off the wall
Right.
quilt. Yeah, they're
and
awesome.
it's all made out of ruler material. And so they're really sturdy. It's a cute little picture. And there was another booth that was selling frames. So I have mine in a frame. And it makes a neat little place to put my coffee cup or whatever. It's just really cute. And it's so much fun.
So yeah, shout out to I think it's Julie
Oh, hers are not taped.
from Off the Wall. So they make every type of shape you can think
They
of.
do.
Dogs, cats,
Mhm.
and if you want a custom ruler, they'll make it for you.
Mhm.
Templates and stuff. They're awesome. So yeah, they did this in Paducah, and Joe Allen actually from Martelli, who was co-hosting
Mm-hmm.
this thing, I guess, said you want to participate, and of course you know me, I'm like,
Yes.
something's going on. I want in, but it's really cute. I wasn't
Mhm.
sure how it was going to work out. There was 300 passports and 300, and I think like a few extra puzzle pieces,
Mhm.
and we ran out. I want to say it was Friday though.
The passports.
Yeah, but it was pretty early on. So,
Mhm.
but again, 300. They didn't know how it was going to go, so I think obviously people loved it.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll do that again.
Yeah. It was really neat.
and it is cute. Yeah, it's
it
the
is
little
cute.
Jacksonville Skyline Quilt Fest 2024. It was awesome.
And if you didn't get to participate, it was like having a little scavenger hunt because the places there were eight booths that had them and they were all over the place. And it was just fun. It was a very fun thing.
I agree. Good morning, Sam. Good morning. The quilts were amazing, Janice. I agree. I didn't get to walk around as much this year. I guess that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
But every time I take a different route, and
Yeah.
I'm always amazed by the local talent. A lot of local talent,
Yes,
which
it
was
was.
fantastic.
And a lot of the Modern Quilt Guild was there, and I really appreciated that and really enjoyed all of
I
the
agree.
modern quilts. They were really good.
I agree. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning, Angelina. Angelina, I met a friend of yours, and she's like, my friends, but she didn't call you Angelina. I forgot what your friends call you for short. And we put 2 and 2 together and figured out that it was you.
Oh, how cool.
I'm pretty sure. So hopefully she said hello back to you. So, okay. So congrats to everybody that actually participated in the show, had a quilt in there, because I mean, a lot of people we know, our friends here had quilts there, and really congrats to the winners, because holy cow, stiff competition.
Yes. Yes, there were some great quilts.
I would not want to be a quilt judge.
Mhm.
That's for sure. A, because I wouldn't know how to judge, but B, that's just too much pressure.
I can see it now. I really like this one. It has purple in it.
Yeah. Well, this one's Halloween themed, so
Yes, Halloween. It must be the best in show.
technique. Who cares about technique? There's a werewolf. I enjoy the modern category, especially seeing scraps used in modern setting. Yeah, very cool, Cindy. Good point. Good morning, Jean. All right, Jeannie. And I'm sorry I had to miss this year. Hope to drive up to Palm Coast to see y'all soon. I hope you do as well. We hope to see you soon as well. Okay, so let's get to the sticky note, because we got a lot of stuff here.
What else happened at the show?
We're not going to talk about that yet. Talk about our huge announcement.
Stay tuned.
That's sticky notes.
No, it's true.
I'm going to make sure that, what's that?
It was part of the show, so I just
Yeah.
assumed.
So we did obviously have a huge announcement at the show. I'm going to leave room for that, because there were some questions that I saw pop up, and all good questions, but I want to make sure that we address them, and I let you guys know what's going on. So,
So stay to the very end.
that you have to, and you're going to get the code word at the very, very end. And I put code word on the thing. So I kind of got one.
Okay, good.
But okay. So speaking of the show, all this stuff was at the show. So for those that didn't get to come to the show, or those that went to the show, ran out of money, they hit their budget, or just didn't get around to see everything, because honestly, at times, especially with the leaking ceiling and our plant that was blocking some of our booth, it's hard to get in when there's a crowd. So maybe you didn't get to see everything. So we are continuing all of the show specials until the end of the month, which I think is the 30th. Is there 30 days this month?
Which is Monday or Tuesday.
I think it's Monday.
September.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So until September the 30th. So we have 3-yard bundles. Vanna, if you would. Oh. Those are on sale. And I'm not going to go through all the pricing and stuff. Just know that it's cheaper than it was normally in the shop. So we're going to keep, and we do have a good amount of pretty much all of this. But the 3-yard bundles are on sale, and there's Tula bundles. That's a Tula bundle. So hello.
So all kinds of great fabric. Oh, wow.
Yeah. So you get first dibs, technically. You're sitting right here. We also have these cute little fat quarter cupcakes. Everybody thought, oh, you made cakes. No, we did not make cakes. You did not want us making cakes.
But the people
I'll speak for
across
myself. Yeah, they did have cakes over there. In fact, one gentleman was literally bummed that it wasn't a cupcake. So I'm sorry. So basically, we have little fat quarter bundles, kind of wrapped up. There's 2 fat quarters in there. Those are on sale. We have these 3-yard books. All right. So it's 108 fabric.
Okay.
I know you did the same thing as me. They look like books.
I see.
And so that we didn't get confused and call them bundles, and people think that it was multiple lines of fabric. It's 3 yards of 108 fabric. Does that make sense? So this is Tula Roar, 3 yards of Tula Roar, all wrapped up, and it looks kind of like a book. So again, sale on we have a handful of all of this. I just grabbed because of our table space, a couple just to remind you guys. So 108 fabric in 3-yard bundles on sale. Let's do the AccuQuilt. See this awesome quilt behind us, by the way? The start of a quilt. It's just the top, but Carol was smart. She left it this way because she was showing people, she was using it as for educational purposes. She made this entire top out of this portion right here of the AccuQuilt die. Pretty awesome, actually. And I think she was doing a class or lecture demo in the Memory Makers Guild. So I said, can I please hang up your quilt because it was awesome. I don't think a lot of people noticed it because it was in the Aero booth though, because we didn't have space in our booth. So people were asking, and it's the fractured tumbler die that allows you to make that quilt.
Yeah. It also has, if you're looking at it thinking, whoa, what on earth would I do? There not only is that available, which is great, but there's also other ideas on the back of different quilts you can make, which are kind of cool.
Yeah. So AccuQuilt, there's a bazillion dies. And when you're at a show, unless you have a checklist, it's hard to know what to grab. So some people did come going, I know I need the 2.5-inch strip. I need this mat. So with the AccuQuilts and the cutter, by the way, these little guys, which I don't think but one person took advantage of, $99. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on camera, actually. They're on sale. I already said it. No take backs. But anyway, super duper sale on these and the other, the regular crank go, or the, I should call it the ready set go, which is if you're getting into AccuQuilt or wanting to get into it, that is the best way to get started. Well, it's a bundle. It's the ready set go, and you get the 8-inch cube, which gives you 72 block options. You get a 2.5-inch strip, you get the mat, you get a book. I mean, it is like the ultimate starter set.
Right.
And then also the electric cutter, which, by the way, I know people were asking. Yes, we still accept trade-in. So if you've got a crank and your wrist is starting to bother you, or you're tired of not being able to do the largest dies, give us a call. You can trade that in. We'll give you $230 off, I think is what it is, off of the electric cutter. Yeah. And we have people do that all the time. And then somebody else gets lucky because we'll turn around and let the pre-loved cutter go for a super duper discount. So it's win, win, win.
That's right.
But the dies, again, still going until the end of the month, we're doing a buy more, save more. It's kind of what we do at the quilt shows. You buy 1, it's 15% off, 2, it's 20% off, and 3 or more is 30% off. And it's unlimited. And if you purchase a cutter, that counts as one item. So does that make sense? It's 3 things other than like a little pick, one of the little pick things.
You increased the sale just now.
How did that increase? Or 25% off?
Nope, you said 30 now.
It's 25% off, not 30. Yeah, I'm taking that one back. We got another store coming. We got to stay in business. Come on. That was a Freudian slip. So 15% off for 1, 20% off for 2, 3 or more is 25% off. Wow. Sorry about that. All right. Caught the flag on your talk from the show. Oh, yeah, we did kind of talk about it at the show. Fantastic. Hey, Debbie, am I missing anything, Tony? Just a lot of lovely people saying good morning.
Yep, there's Lynn on YouTube, too.
Hey, Lynn on YouTube. I love my big go. Absolutely. Electric AccuQuilt cutter is great. All the cutters are great. But yeah, I mean, I got to say, the electric, now you can literally do every die in the lineup.
The electric one is pretty. If you're going to do it.
The 10-inch square is the one
the 10-inch squares, yeah. Because I mean, now with the crank, not the me, with the normal size crank, the go bit.
That's just the go.
That's just the go. Thank you. You can do, I'd say, 85-90% of the dies. But there's a few of them that you can't.
Yeah, that you can.
And if this motion starts hurting shoulders, wrists, carpal tunnel, whatever, arthritis, that's why the electric. Especially if you have one, you can trade it in and get it at a discount. So anyway, AccuQuilt still on sale. Caterpillar.
Oh, boy.
We sold out of all of the hot Caterpillar.
Did you really?
Yeah, that was the first time Caterpillar's ever been at Jacksonville, I'm pretty sure. Usually the Caterpillar team comes and sets up a booth, but they weren't going to Jacksonville. And so they said, we'll let you do it. We'll know next time we need a bigger booth. Because it was hard to see everything. It was hard to demo this amazing thing, which I'll try to somewhat do here in just a sec. But just so you guys know, so the round, there was one somewhere. We sold out of the, what was it called, Tony?
Rotary.
The rotary cutting mat.
Rotating.
Not the rotary. The rotating cutting mat. There we go. The Caterpillar swivel mat. That's what I was looking for. We sold out of these very fast, but we can still get them for you. So if you wanted one and you didn't get a chance to get one, because I think the last day we ended up having to just take it down because we just ran out of them. as well as the clamp light, which is to hold your rulers down, but it has the 3 settings, the lights, the flex light, which is the greatest additional sewing machine light on the planet.
And this has
And I stand by that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is so cool. It has it holds your, you've probably all seen them where it holds your ruler down so that it makes it easier to manipulate your ruler, but it's got a light on it so you can really see. That's the first time I saw it. I thought that was really neat.
And the beautiful thing about this is the ball bearings, they're enclosed, so less grit and stuff gets into it. They slide and they're wonderful. And you can put a little bit of pressure and then it won't slide if you don't want it to. And it's see-through. It's see-through? Transparent. Thank you. So when you put it on one of the Go cutting Go light boards, you can see right through it, which is a huge advantage. So it's like they planned it all.
Yeah.
So we will have these back in stock. I know we ran out, but I promise these are things that we do carry in the store, and we will give them to you at the show special until the end of the month. Now the glow, you see me light. I didn't bring one to light up. You guys have seen me talk about it enough, but what I didn't have in stock were all the options. So the normal size light board is
It's more like this size right here.
well, this is the one that we normally show. I was looking at the actual dimensions.
It's 12 by 16.
12 by 16 and a half. Yeah. So they have 2 options of these. One is you have to keep it plugged in. The other one is rechargeable. So the rechargeable, which is called the premium, this one here, for the show special, we were giving you this, plus you get a free tote, which is nice because you got to think this is it's somewhat breakable. Like it's not very delicate or anything, but if you drop it and you're transporting it from class to class or to a retreat, you're rolling the dice a little bit. So a tote is a really good idea for this size especially. So if you get the premium, which again is the rechargeable one, you get the free tote. And then we had the ultra, which I don't know the size. We actually sold out of those. And that was the big, I was super surprised. But then again, it's awesome. So if you got a stationary setup, like one of the Kookaburra arrow cutting tables, why not go big? Yeah. But you won't take those to class. So that's why this little Go Mini is awesome. And we have totes for this as well, don't we? Didn't they make totes? I think they made totes. I think we didn't have any, but I think they also make totes for these. But this one is one that you could almost get away with not having a tote because it would fit in most trolleys, bags, that sort of thing.
Well, they put a handle on the box for a reason.
They did put a handle on the box for a reason, but they put
It upside down.
But that's
Wrong.
So the Glow Mini is, Tony, do you know the measurement off the top of your head?
It says 8 by 12 on the box.
It's 8 by 12. It says it right there on the box that I can't see. So Glow Mini is awesome. And we still have these, actually both of this size and this in stock. But again, if we run out, we're happy to order you some. And that goes for anything at the show. If we sold out of something that you wanted, we can always order it for you, and you'll get it at the show price until the end of the month.
So if they buy the light box, they get the free carrying case with them?
If they buy the premium, you will get the free tote.
And the large one too.
And the ultra. If somebody wanted the ultra, you did get the free tote with that. We did sell out of those, but absolutely will honor that.
It's amazing. I have the smaller one, which I love, and I use it a fair amount. And it's just a nice product. It's well made.
Tell Linda, yes, it has to be plugged in.
Linda, yes, it has to be plugged in. Which one? What? The small one is the only one that's rechargeable that you don't have to keep plugged in is this one here, the premium.
Really?
Yep.
I wonder if they changed it because I don't have a very big one, and I don't. It's
It may not be Caterpillar.
no, it is.
There are a couple of brands that sell. I don't think.
I thought it was plugged in.
I've had it for several years, so it may be just different now. But anyway,
Unless I'm lying, but I figured it would say on there.
I think
I'm pretty sure you have to keep it plugged in.
anyway.
If not, it'll be a pleasant surprise. Yeah. The Ultra has a tote bag also. Thank you, Nancy. Yeah, you got a lot of hands-on experience, didn't you? Nancy was awesome. It was her first quilt show with us. So
threw her in.
threw her to the wolves. You guys were awesome. The Mini has to be plugged in. Yes, Linda, it sure does. All right. Did I miss anybody else? I thought you had the best buys. Thanks, Becca. I'm biased, but I'll agree. Okay, so we're not gonna be able to do this, but there was a video that we did Friday morning. No, it would have been Saturday on study hall probably. Okay, Friday morning. Anyway, we will try our best. No, we won't. We will definitely make or find a really good video and the proper way to open this, because what the problem is this is a 5-in-1 cutting mat. It's fantastic. You probably by now have heard us talk about it, but when you're trying to hold it up and show people, it's a very awkward thing. So, and Joann was laughing at us, but if we had a nice table, so what we'll do is we'll set up the kookaburra and we'll set it up nice and we'll show you exactly. And it's very easy to unfold and do, but you do need the space. You have it down now. Yeah. So the whole idea is that, look, you're going to retreat. You're in your own home, and you want a huge mat, but maybe not all the time because it takes up a lot of space. So Caterpillar came up with this concept, and I got to be honest with you, I was nervous, and I said this before, that so many folding edges. Yeah, I was afraid that it would tear, but it is made so well. I mean, it's.
I was really impressed with it. It just lies. You know, as you open it up, the seams lie very flat. You can't even see them.
Yeah, these little puzzle pieces will clip right in, and it is completely flush. It is super smooth. Like, it is awesome. So come into the shop if you want to check this out and see it for yourself. The Flip and Fold 5-in-1 Caterpillar self-healing cutting mat.
It's very cool.
It's awesome, and this is their newest. Well, apparently there's a couple little magnets that I didn't know about, but we're going to get those in too. But yeah, this is the newest thing that I've seen from Caterpillar that I think is just awesome. So Caterpillar and AccuQuilt and these brands that we represent are always kind of pushing the envelope. You know, cutting mats have been around for how long? Yeah. But they're making them cooler.
But they just keep getting better. Yep. And the thing I thought about with this is, you know, sometimes I don't really quilt on or work on my dining room table anymore, but sometimes I need that space. And so this can go out on the dining room table and open up and use the whole table. And I get full use of the table with a cutting mat. And then I can fold it up and put it away or take it with me to a retreat. Yep. Or, you know, it's just a nice product.
It is a nice product. So go Caterpillar.
Cindy asked what's the largest size.
Do you remember?
48 by 36.
48 by 36. This is not for that. Tony said 48 by 36. So that sounds right. It would not fit on this table. I'll tell you that right now. And this is a big table.
It's almost as big as our mats are.
Yeah. We will. Well, Cindy, it's Monday. You might be here in a little bit, so we can get you the answer for sure. But we're going with 48 by 36. Sounds like it's right. Can I order online or ring the shop? Both, but if you want the special, call the shop. 386-447-1103.
Debbie Well had a question. What is the Circle One and Light bundle cost?
So we don't actually have a bundle with the circular one and the light board, but I tell you what, Debbie, you know how we roll.
Call us.
We can create one for you. And Debbie, we saw you one time. I can't believe I didn't see you again for the whole trip, and you were in the same hotel as us. So I hope you had an amazing time. I hope the class was awesome. I bought one. So excited about it. Fantastic. I was thinking the same for my table. There's a good demo on the Caterpillar site. I look at it online after you demo it. Thank you, Denise. Caterpillar, I'm assuming it's caterpillar.com. Yeah, caterpillar.com. We were wondering, because the only video we could find is the one where they put it on the dining room table and then they threw it in the pool, which is clever. It's funny, but it didn't show you the actual fold.
Why did they throw it in the pool?
Because it's waterproof.
Oh, okay.
No, I think they were joking about how to wash it, how to clean it.
I was going to say it would definitely moisturize it.
Yeah.
It doubles as a floaty. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it for the show specials. But again, call us if you have any questions. Come in and see us. We're back to normal hours, and we're happy to answer any questions. Yep. Don't forget, I did forget this. Don't forget, because I forgot. Panels were buy one, get one free. So we're going to run that also till the end of the month. We sold a lot of panels. There's not a lot left, but we had a lot of panels too. So I'm sure there's still some killer panels in there. But again, take advantage. Especially if you didn't get a chance to go to the show. Okay, did I answer everything? Arrow's the last thing. A lot of people are calling about arrow cabinets. Keep them coming. So you needed to go home and measure and all that, but and I just didn't want anybody to worry. We will absolutely honor the arrow pricing until the end of the month. I think I kind of heard Robert say something to someone about like just this weekend. Absolutely. I'll honor it till the end of the month. That across the board, everything we had at the show will be on special till the end of the month, because you should not just all willy-nilly buy a cabinet assuming it's going to fit.
Mhm.
You should go home.
Make
And there's
sure
a lot,
it's-
it's a big investment. So there's a lot of, I need to go home and talk to my partner, my husband, whoever. And it's like, we agree, we get it. There was no high pressure sales, but a lot of people took advantage of the Arrow cabinet deals because we were throwing in lights and there were some shipping deals and insert deals. And so all sorts of stuff. So, and yes, Pockets comes with every single Arrow purchase.
Oh.
He was there as a reminder so that I talked
Oh,
about Arrow, but also I'm
sweet.
holding him.
Uh-huh.
And Casper didn't steal this one. I had to keep one for the shop. Okay. I think that's everything for the show. Did I forget anything, Tony? That was pretty much all our booths. Well, I met a young lady named Tessa who she actually came to the shop here on Palm Coast, and then she found us at the show. And she showed me this little book she had done and written, and it's called The Quilt Garden. And so I purchased 11 of them, I think. And I just think it's the cutest thing. It's a children's book, all themed around quilting. But what's cool is at the end of it, there's a pattern.
Oh,
neat.
So there's a pattern included in the end of the book. It's absolutely adorable. So we have, I think there's 11 of these. I just thought it'd be cool to show you guys because I had not met her before, but I was so glad she hunted me down because I think it's adorable.
That's really sweet.
It is really sweet.
What a great idea if you're going to give your grandchild a quilt, and so that they start out their life appreciating.
Yeah.
The whole quilting thing.
Absolutely. Keep it in the family too, make it a tradition. And it's cool because there is a pattern. And on here, she had showed where she embroidered it and everything. But what they do is she left a strip. So where you can get creative. So you could either use border print or just a decorative fabric, or you can leave it open for applique or embroidery. So really cute. The Quilt Garden. We have some of these. Great gift too. So, okay.
You're
Sticky
done?
note over.
You're not really done.
No. Charity sewing. Charity sewing is up next in the shop. So Fred was there, and you guys kept him busy.
He
was
was packing, and he was still
scissor sharpener. Yeah, he's like, I don't know if anybody's going to bring their scissors to a show. Like, how do they? Boy, he was wrong. So if you didn't get a chance to get your scissors sharpened at the quilt show, you can this Saturday. Isn't it this Saturday? On the 28th. That's crazy. It's our Sewing for Charity party. So Ryan's Case for Smiles. We're going to be sewing pillowcases all day on Saturday. And he's going to be here sharpening scissors, which is great. If you can't come to the show, it is, I think all month long they've been doing it. Ryan's Case for Smiles is reaching, their goal is 40,000 pillowcases. Our personal goal is 1,000. So bring in your pillowcases. Even if you can't come or you're going to come on Saturday and you've got some that you've made, bring them on in at any time because we want to make sure that we really are,
Get that And where are we now?
I don't know.
We haven't counted yet. Okay. So,
Shay has that.
And you know what? The goal is just something that's kind of fun for us. We appreciate if you bring one in. Thank you. It's amazing. So our goal last year was 500 and we almost hit it. So for some reason, the number 1,000 blurted out of my mouth. And well, hey, we're having fun. So aim high, right?
That's right.
But we're not bummed because it's all for a good cause. So we'd love to see you guys on Saturday. Unfortunately, I did get the word Vanessa can't be here. So no toe beans coffee on this Saturday.
Oh.
Yeah, unfortunately. But there's ice cream right there. I've got a Keurig. We can order Dunkin' Donuts. There's an Adette's Bakery right down the
There's all kinds of options.
We got you covered.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So we're gonna have some fun. So please join us. If you haven't registered for the Sewing for Charity party, but you'd like to join us, please go to cutupandsew.com. Just click on the link and register, or at least call us or stop by, whichever. We just like to kind of have an idea of how many people are coming. It helps. Okay, so last thing I'll say is sign up for Nina's class. There's a couple spots left, so make sure you're signing up for that. It's going to be so much fun. Tales from the Drip, which is basically a Halloween-themed Java with Josh. We're going to have show and tell, all sorts of fun stuff, show you the new things. answer even more questions about the big new announcement, which I'm going to talk about next. And that's on 26th of October. Yeah. And that's called Tales from the Drip. Very clever. Tony came up with that. I like it.
Clever. Tony always comes up with great names.
Yeah, she does.
Cindy does.
That was Cindy's?
No, that was mine.
Oh, or Cindy does. Cindy does come up with good names too. I want one of those books. I want one. How cute Arrow is. Yeah, Arrow is cute. So Linda and Lynn, you two claimed one first, so we will hold one for you. Give us a call or stop by, and we'll put it aside for you. Did anybody else say they want one?
No.
Okay.
Jennifer on YouTube says she's been working on pillowcases, and I hope to get to them by Saturday.
Awesome. Thank you, Jennifer. That's awesome. We really appreciate it. You guys are always so amazing. Okay, so big announcement was, and most people know that Brenda from Bees is retiring. She says, I'm done. I want to go play with my family. She bought a camper. She's ready to hit the road and have some fun. So we are taking over Bees Quilt Shop and Studio. I think that's what you call it.
Mm-hmm.
And so there will be a second location of Cut Up and Sew. The first location here in Palm Coast is not going away. That was the biggest thing that people were asking. Is this one, what's happening to the Palm Coast Cut Up and Sew? Absolutely nothing. It's going to continue to grow. And I live 5 minutes from here. Less than that. I just hit a traffic light. So this is not going to hurt this Cut Up and Sew at all. In fact, it's going to make it better and bigger because we're going to reach more people. So it's a St. Augustine location and a Palm Coast location. What's the number? Well, if you guys have questions, feel free to throw them in there right now. But I think the biggest things were that is it going to hurt this Palm Coast location? Sam even said, "Don't forget about us." Like, are you kidding me? This is the OG. This is the original Palm Coast Cut Up and Sew, or the original Cut Up and Sew in Palm Coast. So that is so important that you guys understand that I'm never going to forget about this. That I'm going to be here. Like, I'm not going anywhere. And Tony's going to be here. Joann's going to be here. Marie, everybody's going to be here. So we're just, our walls can't get any bigger. We can't fit any more machines in here. We can't really fit any more fabric in here.
That's right.
So what can we do? And I don't want to leave here. Well, you get another location. And there's people in Jacksonville and St. Augustine that don't want to always drive to Palm Coast. So now you don't have to.
That'll be really nice to have, an access for the Jacksonville people.
Absolutely.
Because, there are a lot of them up there.
There are. And I get it. It's an hour, and 95 can be awful. Awful. It could be, yeah, exactly. So, okay. So let's see. Will be include.
We'll have 2 locations in the shop house.
Is that what they're asking?
Yeah. That's asking. Yeah.
Okay. So yes. Is that what she's asking about the shop hops? So we've got 2 shop hops lined up. The what's the first one? Northeast Florida shop hop, which I always call the local shop hop. It's the closer stores.
Yeah.
Bees is probably on the flyer for it, but obviously it will not. It will be Cut Up and Sew.
Yeah,
so,
the passport already says
Bees. Yeah. So, and I do know that there is a different. You will get, because it's a pattern parade. So instead of getting a block at each shop, you're going to get a pattern. And so you'll get a pattern here at the Palm Coast Cut Up and Sew, and you'll get a pattern at the St. Augustine Cut Up and Sew, and they're going to be different. Yeah, different quilts, different patterns. And then also for the all Florida shop hop, same thing. Like that's far enough out that I don't know what we're going to do yet. But yes, in the book, because actually I remember we signed up for it, it should say Cut Up and Sew 2 locations. And so there'll be 2 stamps because there's 2 locations. So when are you going to have one for Daytona? I don't think so, Linda. Like 2 is, remember, I came from 4. Like I was the operations manager for 4 stores.
So 3 should not be a challenge.
Less is often more. Truthfully, because it's hard to do everything great, to do everything well, and so once you kind of specialize in certain things, you can really excel at those things. And even with a second location, we're going to have to find what's the niche, what makes the 2 stores different. We don't want to compete. Now I'll go ahead and say this: if somebody lives in St. Augustine or Jacksonville and they want something in a Palm Coast store, but they just can't drive an hour. We can get it to the St. Augustine store. That's the beauty of being, and it, by the way, it's 30 minutes from store to store. That is nothing.
Yeah.
In Florida, especially, that's nothing. In Palm Coast, it takes 20 minutes to drive from here to there just because you hit 3 traffic lights. 30 minutes is nothing.
Yeah, I have friends on the other side of Palm Coast, and it takes me 30 minutes to get to their house. But one of the things I was thinking is bees already has a different flavor, and I suspect that a certain amount of that will maintain itself. It'll take on the identity of cut up and sew, and all the things you love about cut up and sew, but it'll also maintain some of its own flavor that it's always been there.
Yeah, I think, well, and I'll be honest with you, I don't know what fabric is all there. I don't know what you guys like there, what you
Grunge.
buy there. Grunge. Oh,
Yeah,
I've
she
heard
does
that.
all the grunge.
Well, good. Then all the people that, not all the people, the few people that come to Palm Coast wanting grunge, we can go, no, but St. Augustine's got it. So
30 minutes, you can have all you want.
I will absolutely, like almost day one, do lives and ask people as they come in the door, what do you like? What do you not like? What are we missing? What should we not get rid of? Those that went to the store here before saw the change. So inevitably it's going to change because I can't help it. We're going to be us,
Yeah.
So it's definitely going to have the cut up and sew vibe and that sort of friendly thing that we're kind of known for. But as far as the actual selection of things, I'm going to wait and see what you guys want. What works. If there's something that's been there for too long and it's just been sitting there, and Brenna's going to tell me, then obviously we'll find a way to replace that. So maybe nothing's wrong and you guys want it to stay exactly the same. Fine, except I'll be there. So, you'll have to deal with that.
Got a lot of questions.
A lot of questions.
Oh,
Okay.
what are they?
Okay. Let's see. Congratulations. Thank you, Denise. I'm very excited. Let's see. What's the question? No to Daytona for now. Linda, I'm sorry. 95 can be closed. That's right. But you don't have to take 95 to get there, by the way. Actually, don't take 95 to get there. From this shop, from Palm Coast to there,
you
don't
have
take
to.
95. So next year at the Jacksonville show, you can have 2 booths. Well, this year we had 5. But yes, the way that it looked like we had 2 booths. So I guess technically it'll be like 3 or 4 or who knows. I said I was taking over the world one quilt shop at a time. So what questions? When will you be taking? Oh, yeah, that's kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
So on November the 2nd, bees will officially become cut up and sew.
With a
St.
sign?
Augustine.
With a sign out
Well,
front?
There'll at least be a banner.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if the official sign will be there. It'll be a soft opening. So perfect segue kind of, and make sure I don't miss any other questions. But on November the 1st, we're having our 3rd year anniversary party here.
Mhm.
Whoop, whoop, 3 years.
So what day is November?
That is a Friday.
November 2nd is a Friday.
No,
That's Saturday.
That's
So
Saturday.
Friday, November 1st, we're having our 3rd annual
Party here.
celebration here.
Mhm.
And then November the 2nd will be the official soft opening for Cut Up and Sew in Palm Coast.
Mhm.
And I say soft opening because we need a couple of months to really fine tune, put a classroom in there.
Yeah, ask
That's
all
a
those
big part of
questions
it.
that you want to ask.
Get all the
people.
questions, find the sweet spot, and then technically on January 1 or 2, whatever day that falls on, we'll have our official ribbon cutting grand opening ceremony. Exactly what we did here in Palm Coast. So November 2nd, though, it will be Cut Up and Sew in St. Augustine. Does the long arm stay with the store? So a couple people have asked that. I guess my question would be, which long arm are you talking about? So as far as the actual quilting business, like the quilting service, that will stay. So she has 2 long arms that aren't for sale. She uses for the service. That is staying. So it's still going to offer the quilting service. There, when you walk in the door to the left, there are 2 other long arms. One is a Bernina, which will stay because we are a Bernina dealer, and they are a Bernina dealer, and we're going to stay a Bernina dealer. You guys forget, hold on, segue on that. As far as the other long arm, I think there's a pre-loved gamel there. That's going to be sold. So the only long arms that I know of, and I'm not talking about the sit-down ones, those are amazing and those are staying, but is the big Q24, which is for sale and for demos and things, and then the 2 for the service. Does that answer your question, Louise?
Those will be classes.
So yeah, that's our biggest question mark. The answer is yes. The question mark is, where's the classroom? How many people? I don't know yet. I haven't been in the store. We haven't figured it out where the classroom should be or can be, but I do know that it won't be off site. So we may end up having a smaller classroom there. Well, I know it's going to be smaller than here just because of the space, but there will be a classroom because you have to have a classroom. You guys know that. Clubs and classes are a humongous part of what we do here. So, hey, thanks, Joy.
So yes to Bernina.
Yes to Bernina. And yes to Bernina in Palm Coast as well. And yes to Baby Lock in St. Augustine as well. So that I know for sure. Janome, well, I'm going to say yes. Whether there's a Janome in the St. Aug store, that's the one I'm not sure yet. We got to iron out some details because there's a really nice person that's fairly close by. So we got to figure out. There are some contract stuff that we got to figure out, but I know for sure Bernina's, because there's not another Bernina dealer in Palm Coast. So, and we've always serviced Bernina's, but now we'll be an authorized dealer. That's a big deal. So for warranties and things. And then the same thing goes for Baby Lock in St. Augustine, which I'll be honest with you, that's a huge deal. Baby Lock's never been in St. Augustine. So for Jacksonville people, even though there's Jacksonville Baby Lock people, but there's people around that didn't want to drive all the way to Palm Coast. Right. Now you don't have to.
Cool.
Is that all the questions? All right. Well, keep the questions coming. I know that we're going to run out of time, and Joann did bring something. I'm sorry. I told you I was going to take up all this time.
but that's just fine. We can do that next week.
Well, we got 15 minutes. Well, you know what? We can go. We can sit here all day if you want. I don't want to unload that truck. I don't think
they want to sit here all day.
Hey, Tessa, we were just talking about you. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So Tessa, who just jumped on, thank you for hounding me and finding me, by the way. You didn't really hound me, but thank you for stopping by. She came by the shop and then she came and found me. So thank you. Your book is absolutely adorable. I have a feeling we're going to be sold out very fast, and I'll be calling you soon.
Yeah, it's a very cute book. And it looks like we already have 2 people who want it.
Yep, 2 of them are gone. Okay, so...
You're done?
45 minutes. Yeah, I think that's enough. I knew, because I know that there was going to be questions. I know you guys will have more questions. So please stop by the store, call. I don't have all the answers, but just know that the cut up and sew vibe is what we're taking to St. Augustine. And we're going to figure out all the product and all the details later.
Debbie Will says save 2 books for her. So 4 are gone.
Save 2 books for you. Yes, Debbie, I can. So $4. They're not $4. 4 books are gone. So that leaves fast math 7. Ew.
Wow, going fast.
Yeah. So would you like to, do you want to save yours or what?
I'll save it.
You sure?
Yeah, because at 45 minutes, I think they're exhausted.
So normally we have tips and tricks, and I know that's why you guys tune in, not to listen to me blab, but we had so much stuff to go over that I thought that it was important to do that today. Thanks, Jerry. It is awesome. I'm assuming you're talking about the shop and all that, but it's exciting stuff. So suggestions, I am open for them, whether you're in St. Augustine or here. If you have suggestions, please, we're pretty much an open book. We love constructive criticism. That helps us grow, and it helps us provide the things that you guys want. So
it's a big time.
It is.
And,
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No.
Just know that Josh is a big deal.
We are a big deal. I just get to play, the face half of the time, but this is a total group effort. 100%, by the way.
Well, that's true.
Stopping in from Clarksville, Tennessee. Fantastic. What up, Tennessee? Are you visiting Florida, or are you just chiming in on Facebook? Either way, it's awesome. We usually leave time for Q&A, and I think we've been kind of doing that. So if you guys watch this back and it's not live, if you would, type in #replay to let us know that you saw it. Also, ask your questions, because we will absolutely go back and read those and answer them. I will be in on Wednesday. Want to talk. Uh-oh. Bum, bum, bum.
Does he need Kleenexes?
Yeah, right. So,
are you breaking up?
At least put a smiley face after that or something. Just chiming in. Well, cool, Jerry. Chime in anytime. What were you saying, Tony? You did a long arm movement.
That's, I think, it's what Louise wants to do.
Oh, fantastic. No, not bad news, or no? Okay, good. Okay, so code word. Bees.
Bees.
Yep. I was going to
Okay.
do something else, but I think that one's easier to remember. So, by the way, they're like, what's the code word for?
Gangster.
That's reminding me of my 10 o'clock appointment. Okay, so most of you know, but we do a cash pig. Anytime you come into the shop and you pay with cash, you get your name in a drawing for a gift card. If you say our super duper secret code word during that week, you get 2 drawings. So the code word for this week is bees.
That's right.
And by the way, bees has a cash cow.
We didn't
Oh.
even draw for the $100 gift card from the show.
Oh, shoot.
Oh.
Okay, we'll have to do another live. Yeah, because we haven't even gone. I literally, Shan and I and Casper, can't leave him out, unpacked the truck yesterday. So there's boxes and things everywhere. So we haven't gone through everything. So we will do the drawing for the Cash Pig show. Yeah, what is it called? Call it the Cash Pig thing. We didn't. But anyway, I will do a separate live where we do the drawing. So if you paid for anything at the show with cash, you got your name in a drawing for a $100 gift card. And that was sponsored by an awesome group that I'm going to have her on so that we can talk about it. Yeah, I'll do it with her on it. So, and that's Kim and Minesh from Debt Free Florida is what it was. So we'll talk more about that. But thank you, Tony, for reminding me. You were brilliant, Josh. I don't know about all that, Shar, but I'll take the compliment. Thank you. That's right. You are all a big deal. All of us. You guys are nice. You make it so easy. I mean, truthfully, we've just been having fun, and I love that you guys are so supportive. It means the world. So we're going to keep growing and keep having fun.
That's
just
right.
not to Daytona yet, Linda. I'm sorry. All right. So code word is bees. Don't forget Sewing for Charity on the 28th. Specials for the show go until the 30th, end of the month. Is that everything? Did I forget anything?
Mhm.
All right. Well, then live to create.
And look at all the great stuff you have to create with. So come to the shop, say hello, and find something cool.
That's awesome. And Halloween's almost here.
That's right.
Bye, guys. That was a good one.